Good morning, friends, and welcome to this morning's espresso shot. Happy first day of spring to everyone, all my brothers and sisters out there. And let us begin this new rejuvenation season by placing our awareness in the area of the heart, as we always do, and allow our bodies to rejuvenate in this moment. So let us place our awareness in the area of the heart, taking slow, deep, gentle breaths. And let us experience these breaths flowing in and out of our hearts, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. And just take this moment, these few breaths that we're going to do in the next 5 minutes for yourself. Release all the cares in the world. You have all the time in the world to care about other people, to deal with problems. In this moment, give yourself 5 minutes of love by taking slow, deep, gentle breaths. And just imagine these breaths are flowing in and out of your heart, breathing a little slower, a little gentler than you normally would. And now see if you can take a deeper breath, perhaps taking a breath, imagine it flowing into your heart and then right down to your stomach and to your base, root chakra, and then exhaling as it's coming up from your root chakra through your stomach area and outward from your chest. Breathing from your nose or your mouth as you normally would. See if you can take deeper breaths right down to the root chakra. Imagine these breaths flowing in there. And the deeper the breaths you take, the more oxygen your body is able to distribute to all areas, all cells. The cells do need this wonderful oxygen. Slow, deep breaths, deep, deep breaths. Wonderful. If you had your eyes closed, please open them. You may continue to breathe in this way. Of course, you're going to breathe anyway, so why not choose to breathe in this way? Today's topic hits home for me on a personal level and many levels, actually. Thought I'd share it with you. It is an interesting topic from somebody like me who's got type 2 diabetes or diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And I want to share with you something that I had an epiphany on about how we listen to our body and how we communicate with our body. Well, being a diabetic, I've done some research into how this works, right? So the pancreas produces insulin. As insulin is a hormone of messenger, it's a messenger hormone. It sends the message and it unlocks the ability of a cell, every cell in your body, to open up and allow glucose, which is the sugars in your body, things that can convert from sugar to glucose, sends it into the cells. So when you have excess sugar in your body, the insulin is produced, and it is a communication mechanism to tell the cells to, hey, absorb the glucose into your system. So the cells open up. The insulin hormone is like a key, and the glucose goes in there, and your blood sugar starts regulating. But for some, this is an unbalanced state for some people, because the cells do not communicate to the pancreas and saying stop producing insulin, because there's no more room for cells to take on any more glucose. And so if that signal from the cell does not go back to the pancreas will continue to build or send out insulin. And therefore, we call that insulin resistance, which means that you have an excess amount of insulin flooding in your body. So what does that do to your body? Well, first of all, there's excess sugar in your body that's not managed properly. There is also a physical symptom that happens because of that lack of communication. Now, that communication from the pancreas to the cell is akin to my communication with somebody who's not listening. So if I'm talking to somebody and then that person responds back, and that person keeps talking, and I don't have a chance to respond or to contribute to that conversation, that person is like the pancreas sending insulin, and me being the cell saying, stop, I need to respond. I need to do something here. So when that happens at the cellular level, that communication, you and I are oblivious to that, because we cannot sense the micro communications that's happening every enzyme. And we've got 1,400 different chemicals in our body. How do we pay attention to each one of them? So how does a human body react and realize that there's something going on that's off balance? It's when we become more self-aware. For example, if we are not tuned in to our body's rhythms, what ends up happening is the body then becomes, in this case, you will have high sugar levels, you will urinate more frequently. In the extreme case, you will feel a lot more lethargic and tired. Depending on the type of unbalance you have, you may start gaining weight or you may start losing a lot of weight. And you won't even know why that is. You haven't changed your diet other than you've been consuming a lot of carbs. So one of the things that is very important for us to do is be aware, become more self-aware and more in tune with the body. And we do that by going deep within. And in that going deep within, we can communicate with our body. See, a lot of us, and I have this finger prick thing where I see, okay, I've got too much sugar levels, I got to reduce carb. But a sensible approach to this is getting a sense of, okay, why am I having extra carbs? Because that is essentially, in this particular example, causes excess blood sugar levels. And if your body is out of balance and not able to manage that, you will have excess blood sugar. So for someone like me, I've got to manage my carbs properly. I know this now. And so when I reach for carbs, I ask myself, okay, what is causing me to reach for carbs? Is it that my body just is just continually being that personality saying, I want more carbs, I want more carbs, I've got emotional issues, I want more carbs? Can we resolve that emotional issue without going outside of me? And so everything in your body, whatever ailments you have, whatever chronic conditions we have, it's getting in touch with our body. And when I got in touch with my body, and it was just practices like this, there's no magical thing that I did. It's exactly what we do here. We become more aware of everything. We become more present and saying, I'm going to reach for that. Am I really hungry? Or am I actually thirsty? Maybe I should drink water first. And of course, the universe gives you all kinds of resources and teachers that come into your life to show you different things and how to do that you are not aware of. But once you're shown that and you act upon that, your body returns and restores to balance. My body began to restore balance when I started listening to it. And I invite you to continue that journey. So that is really my sermon for today. And let us begin now to continue this process of listening to our body by simply placing our awareness in the area of the heart. We continue to do this, and this is the foundation of everything we want to do, to listen to our body, because this is a chance for us. Paying our attention to the area of the heart will allow us to do this relatively easier than if we're ignoring this. Being present and paying our attention to the area of the heart, and then just taking slow, deep, gentle breaths, tuning into your body as you take these breaths. Are there any conditions in your body right now that require your help? Is there anything going on in your body right now as you take these slow, deep, gentle breaths that say, hey, pay attention to this area? In my case, if I eat a bit of gluten, my stomach becomes a bit more inflamed, and I can sense it before it actually protrudes outwardly. I can sense that imbalance happening, because I am training my body and myself to be in tune with my body. And then I can adjust my behavior, my nutrition, the way I exercise, all those. So what is it that's happening in your body right now? And whatever is happening, let's say there's a place there that needs attention. So the next step we want to do is we want to experience gratitude and appreciation. And in this case, in this example, the gratitude and appreciation is, thank you for showing me what's going on in my body. Now I will listen. So now you are the pancreas in that example saying, I have to stop doing this more of, and I have to back off. And then that pancreas signals information into your brain, which then you can say, I have to stop eating this food and eat more of that food. So what's happening in your body, and send gratitude to these areas and saying, thank you, signal received. And now we're going to listen. And so begin to listen to your body as you shower your areas with gratitude and appreciation, because these have energies of high vibration. So let us do this for the next few breaths. Slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart as we experience gratitude and sending gratitude to parts of our body, especially to those parts that are trying to knock on your door, trying to get your attention. And then you basically access universal wisdom and ask for guidance and maintain awareness in that particular area. Slow, deep, gentle breaths, experiencing them flowing in and out of your heart. If you had your eyes closed, please open them. Continue to breathe in this way, of course. Slow, deep, gentle breaths are always wonderful to do at any time of the day. Please type in your questions. If you have any or reflections, I'm happy to respond. If you have any questions on anything, not only on this topic, but anything else, or comments or reflections, please do. If I can be of service, providing you one-on-one coaching, I'm happy to do that to help you step out of your own way. We've all been there. I've been there. I've been in my own way for a long time. And I learned how to step out of my own way simply by paying attention to my body signals and understanding where my blind spots were. And I used help from other people who showed me where my blind spots are. Sometimes you cannot see your own blind spots, but that's why I'm here to serve you in this way. So let's see if we've got some comments coming through here. So love and light, Claire and Carol, love and light to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Happy spring to all of you here. Dill from UK, good morning. Love and light to you, Dill and Siddhanta. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Cynthia is saying, good morning, getting called away. We'll catch a replay. Wonderful. Well, if you're listening to this replay, hello to you, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right. I don't see any more comments coming through. So perhaps everybody's just reflecting on listening to their bodies, which is wonderful. So I will listen to those signals. And I want to thank you for joining me. Happy spring. And I look forward to seeing you next week. You're welcome, Dill. You're most welcome. Thank you for your comments. Take care for now.